Got tight hips? This is the video for you. We're gonna open our hips up. We're gonna calm the mind, bring ourselves into this present moment. You're ready? I'm ready. Let's begin. Start seated down at the back of the mat here. Knees up top, feet planted on the ground. Welcome in, my name is Riley. Let's open these hips. Let's come present into this moment. So we're gonna bring the hands behind us. Just do a little windshield wiper of the knees, back and forth, left to right. Opening up through that lower back. Opening up through the hips. Back and forth just a few times. Nice and slow. Moving with intention. Moving with presence. One more time each side. And coming up back to center. From here we're going to bring those toes outside of the mat. Heels in. We're going to push our hips forward. Moving hands to the front of the mat now. Now here, before we move to our Malasana or Yogi squat, we're going to move one heel at a time, back and forth, opening up through the hips, opening up our knee, back and forth, left to right. Last time, both sides. And slowly going to come on down into our squat. So if those heels don't touch, just kind of be on those toes here, but if the heels do come down, we're going to press our elbows together, pressing the palms together, straightening out through the spine, and looking out right in front of our fingertips. Just 3 breaths right here, really pressing into those hips, opening up, Malasana. One more breath right here. Slowly planting our hands down. We're going to bring our knees down to the mat. Walking back to the center of the mat. Into our tabletop position. So knees underneath the hips. Hands underneath the shoulders. Really open those fingers out wide. Pressing into all 10 of them. Releasing pressure off the wrists. Press into the top of the feet. Finding that balance right here. Straightening out the spine by engaging through the core. Just take one more breath right here. We'll move through a little cat-cow, opening up the belly, so dropping the belly down, opening, looking up through the chest. Exhale, rounding through chin to the chest, pressing your back towards the ceiling. And twice more just like this. Inhale, drop the belly, looking up. Exhale, rounding through, pressing through our fingers. Last time, inhale, looking up, dropping the belly. Exhale, rounding through, pressing, opening up the back. And slowly back to center, back to that tabletop. And from here, we'll just bring that left foot forward next to that left hand, bringing that more to the center line foot. The left foot to the center line, excuse me. Moving to this low lunge, so rising up. We can inch that front foot forward and sink into that front knee, so we're stretching out through that back right hip. So if the knee's a little tight, you can keep those back toes tucked or untucked, whatever feels better for your knee today. And a few options for the hands for this low lunge. You can bring the hands to that front knee, reaching up, opening up through that heart center, or bringing the hands down by the sides, stretching out, squeezing those shoulder blades together. Breathe into that right hip. Just 2 more breaths right here. Opening up through those hips, releasing the tension, releasing that energy. One last breath right here. Slowly we're going to plant the hands down, untuck those back toes if they're tucked, shifting the hips back, straightening through that front leg. You can bring that heel forward a bit. And from here, we can either keep the hands right next to the calf or reach them out next to that foot. We're going to straighten out through the spine, flex through those front toes, and folding on over that leg, head towards the knee. Breathe into the back of that leg, breathe into the hamstring, letting the breath open the body, letting the breath connect you into this moment. Connect. Just 2 more breaths right here. Rise back up, bend to that front knee, planting that foot down, and then heel toeing that foot off the left edge, so toes off, heel on, just like in that squat. And then bringing our hands to the inside of this foot now. So we're moving this lizard pose. We can open that left knee out to get a deeper stretch in that thigh. And then you just stay on your hands here and go onto the fingertips, open up through the chest. Or if the hips allow, you can come on down to those elbows. Breathe here. Just 3 breaths. Really opening up through that inner thigh, through that hip. 2 more breaths right here. Breathe deep. Let it all go right now. 1 more breath. Slowly, if you're down on the elbows, come back to the hands. When you're back on the hands, we're going to heel toe this foot over to the right side, dropping that left knee down, moving to our pigeon. So left knee onto the left side, left foot onto that right side, moving to this pigeon here. So this foot can either come out farther or it can stay close to that thigh. Now we're breathing deep into that left thigh, into that left hip. So finding our edge right here, we can stay up high on the hands, come on down to the elbows, or all the way down, opening those elbows out wide, hands on top of each other, and forehead down to the ground. Just find your edge, no need of force to go anywhere, just letting the breath open the body, breathing right here. Last breath right here. Let it all go. If you're down on the elbows and down on the ground, start to make your way back to the hands. And once we're on the hands, we'll slowly just sit onto that left hip. Nice and slow. Then moving that left knee to the center line of the mat now. We're going to bring that right leg over the top. You can move to shift those hips over the right even more. Bringing that leg up and over. So the goal is to get both of the knees in the center line, but we don't have to come to the top here. It can just stay a little bit over that center. You really just want to find the tension outside of that right leg. Breathing right here. A few options. You can grab the knee and just hold it and breathe here. You can grab the big toes and open up through the chest, or you can fold on over, grabbing the big toes or that knee. Either way, we want to breathe into that right hip, release that tension. 2 more breaths right here. Slowly start to rise back up if you were down, and from here we're just going to press forward to unravel these legs back to that tabletop. So bringing those hands underneath the shoulders, knees under the hips. Take a breath right here. You can move the hips side to side, little circles with the hips. Just getting some movement, getting some blood flow back. We'll all come back to that neutral spine. Take 1 breath more. Bring that right foot forward, moving to this low lunge onto that right side now. So we'll rise back up. You can inch that front foot forward, bend into that front knee, Breathe into that left hip, feeling the difference in this side here. And those back toes can be either tucked or untucked, whatever feels better for that knee. We'll bring those hands either to the front of that knee, rising up, or down by the sides. Either way, just breathe into that left hip, opening up, releasing that tension. A lot of emotional energy gets stuck inside the hips. So through this movement, through the breath, we're releasing that emotion, releasing that stress, that trauma, and bringing us right back into this moment. 2 more breaths right here. Right here. Bend to that front knee, planting that foot down. We're going to heel toe that foot over to the right edge. So toes off, heel on, moving this lizard on the right edge. So hands to the inside. And this side might feel different. You might be able to go down deeper. You might stay up higher. But just finding our edge, you can open that right knee out even more. Planting the hands down. Coming on down to those elbows. Just finding where that tension lies. Breathing there. 2 more breaths. Opening up through that right thigh, through that right hip. Elbows, make your way back to the hands. And once we're on the hands, we're going to heel toe that foot over to the left side, dropping that knee down to the right side, moving to the pigeon on this side here. So finding our edge, staying up high on those fingertips, down to the palms, to the elbows, or all the way down, elbows out wide, palms on top of each other, forehead down. Tense pose here, keep breathing, letting that tension dissipate with each new breath. Last 2 breaths right here. Down the elbows, down, forehead down, come on back to the hands. From the hands, we'll just slowly sit onto that right hip. Bring that right knee to the center of the mat. And bring that left leg over the top. And shift your hips over to the left. Bringing that leg up and over even more. Then go until you find the tension in that left leg here. Breathing right here, either staying up, holding the knee, holding the toes, or folding on over. Just keep on breathing. Breath is the name of the game. Breath is the physical spirit. So when we breathe, we are connecting back to the spirit. When we consciously breathe. Letting it all go right here. Last 2 breaths. slowly start to rise. If you were down, we'll just take a breath, let that energy settle right here. This time we'll just bring the hands behind us, unraveling the legs. Bend into those knees again, planting those feet down, moving back to that original windshield wiper. So hands behind us, planting those feet, and just dropping the knees to one side and then to the other. Back and forth here a few times. Getting into those hips, get into that low back. One more time each side. Coming on back to center. Come on down to the elbows. Then all the way down to the back. We're going to keep those knees bent. Bring our heels in close to the glutes here. We're going to move to a bridge pose. So through all four corners of the feet, we're going to press to lift those hips up high, lifting our chest towards our chin, lifting our chin towards the back of the mat. And then our hands will either press down into the earth or interlace behind the back, opening through that chest. Lastly, squeezing those inner thighs together. 2 more breaths right here. Really press through those feet to lift those hips up high, opening up through those hips. 1 more deep breath. Really lift up high here. And slowly unravel the arms. Come to bring the hips back down to the earth. Hug our knees into the chest, squeezing them in. Moving from side to side. Just another breath here. Squeeze really tightly. And then slowly release the legs, straighten them out. Open the palms out, facing up. Open the feet out. And squeeze those shoulder blades together, opening to the chest. And just closing down the eyes here. A few breaths like this. You can even stay here a few minutes. Shavasana. Letting all that energy settle. Renewing the life force within. Letting go of all that old, stagnant energy. Stay here as long as you need. This is where I'll let you go. Hope you have a great day and a great life. Namaste.